CEO leverage drops when helpfulness becomes a habit. It's your job as the CEO absolutely to be there and be friendly. It's not your job to be there to be their friend. You're there to support them, to guide them, to inspire them, but equally you do need to know when to call them out on their behaviour. And if you're overly supportive, I think that can be a problem. It's not about making your workplace a miserable place to be, but it is about making sure that they understand what the rules are and understand ultimately that you are the boss. CEOs unintentionally train over-dependency in their teams by being too available, by making decisions for them, by guiding them too much. The honest answer is that that's not the way to run your business. You should be training your teams, supporting your teams to make good decisions and giving them some guidance and really saying to them, look, I trust you to make the right judgment, come to me when you've got a decision and guide them from there. Business leaders need to trust their teams to make good decisions. They need to trust their teams to get on with the job that they're paid to do. I saw an engineering business on one occasion. I think this guy was employing 100, 150 people, and he insisted upon being there in the morning to open the factory up, and he insisted on being there in the evening to close it, which I said was completely ridiculous. It's not your job to do that. Now, he sort of trusted his team, but not really. What was the message he was giving them? That he didn't trust them, that he didn't believe they were even capable of opening the business up and closing it down. That's just not his job. But he struggled with that because his habit was, I need to be there, I'm irreplaceable. Do you know what? I don't think he is. I don't think anybody in that situation is. You're there to actually teach the team to run the business without you to a very large extent. One of the challenges that I see within CEOs and business leaders of growing businesses is that they're almost operating on their old pattern of behaviour. And what I mean by that is that perhaps when the business was smaller, they needed to be involved in every decision. They needed to know what was going on. But actually, as the business grows, that's not possible. They will probably strangle the business, or certainly hold it back if they carry on operating like that. They need to learn to let go. They need to learn to trust their teams to make good decisions. Without showing that trust, the team can't develop themselves. They can't grow. They can't expand. It's a bit like teaching your kids to tie their shoelaces. When they're little, you tie their shoelaces, but if you don't teach them to do this and let them get on with it, you'll still be tying their shoelaces when they're 18. It's not dissimilar. So ask yourself, where are you still answering questions that your leadership team should be deciding for you?